Hello everyone, and welcome back to day 2 of Joy to the World by Chris Tomlin. Yesterday we learned verse 1 and verse 2, and today we're going to learn verse 3 as well as the chorus. My name is Mandy, and I am super glad that you are here. Hey, so housekeeping before we get started. Remember, I am left-handed. That means if you are right-handed, you're going to mirror my signs at home. If you look below this video in the description, you're going to find a link to the lyrics, as well as purchasing the song. And last but not least, please consider subscribing to the channel or check out the website signlanguageworship.com, as all the tutorials are there as well, and the tutorials are pinnable. So if you want to save it for later, you can do that there. Okay, so not Joy to the World, Joy, Unspeakable Joy. We'll start with the chorus, okay, because that's what comes next. So joy, we learned that yesterday. Okay, you can either rotate or alternate your hands or together. Joy, unspeakable. So there's not a sign for unspeakable in ASL, so we're gonna do awesome, okay? It's kind of like a double high five, or high 10, I guess. Awesome. So joy, unspeakable joy, and overflowing well. So for this, you have a cup and then it's overflowing, okay? Overflowing. Overflowing. Well, so water that's deep, okay? Water that's deep. No tongue can tell. So the sign for no is to make an N and to just knock it. Okay, so that's where your thumb is, in between those fingers, no. Okay, sometimes these fingers don't get bent because you're moving pretty quick, but no. No tongue. So first you point to your mouth, and then you point 2 fingers out. No tongue, and then can tell. So in this instance, if we were doing actual ASL, we would actually need to sign can and then finger spell tell, because we're talking about discerning truth here. But because we're doing it to a song and we don't have time for that, we're just gonna do tell like this, okay? But understanding if you were speaking to a deaf person, can tell in this circumstance would be signed differently. So can tell, okay? Where are we here? Sorry, and then it goes back to joy, unspeakable joy. Joy, unspeakable joy, rises in my soul. So rises, lifting, rises in my soul. So you make a cup, you go like this, okay? Rises in my soul, never lets me go. Okay, so you have your non-dominant out here, non-dominant hand. And with your dominant hand, it's almost like you make the top of a question mark. Okay, never. And then lets me go, for let go is one of my favorite signs. You kind of make a link here, let go, let go. Okay, so it never lets go. Let's try that from the top. Joy, unspeakable joy, and overflowing well, no tongue can tell. Joy, unspeakable joy, rises in my soul, or you can do my soul, whatever you have time for, never lets me go. Okay? And then finally, verse 3, he rules the world. So he, and then to rule is also the same as to reign, okay? If you're doing rules like follow these rules, then you have an R and you kind of tap the bottom of your hand and the bottom, or the top of your hand and the bottom. But because we're talking about ruling the world, we're going to go back to reigns, okay? He rules the world, W's around, okay, with truth, 2 fingers on your dominant hand, kind of shooting across your non-dominant hand, with truth and grace. Making a G here, kind of flip it, and it comes down from heaven, okay, with truth and grace. And makes the nations prove. And makes the nations, so you take your non-dominant hand here, and it's just kind of on an angle, and then you kind of make 2 little circles here at your elbow. The nations, and then prove, I've seen it 2 ways. Prove, okay, or I've seen it where you touch your cheek first and then come down, okay? Prove. The glories of his righteousness. Okay, glories. You have your non-dominant hand out, your middle finger of your dominant hand. Glories, okay? The glories of his, God in heaven, his, and then righteousness. This is a really interesting sign. So you take your hand and your fourth finger gets bent down, and that's righteousness, okay? Righteousness. And wonders of his love, and wonders of his love. So for wonder, you kind of go around by your forehead, okay? But in this case, we're not doing wonders like, I wonder, because then you'd have a confused look at your face. We're doing this like wonders, like wonderful. So you want to be like, like you're in awe. And wonders of his love, and wonders of his love. Love is arms across your chest. And wonders of his love. Okay? Let's try that verse from the top, and then we're going to do everything all together. Hey, I know these videos are a lot. Normally I would have broken these videos down into more chunks, but because I'm trying to get as many Christmas carols out before December 25th, I've kind of made the tutorials a little beefier. So stick with it. You will get there. Take breaks when you need it, but please promise to come back. Okay? So verse number 3, he rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness and wonders. Now, if you don't want to do it like that, you could also do his amazing, or you can do awesome again too. Anything you want to do there is acceptable. Remember, this is you worshiping God. Okay? So what you want to do is completely okay, unless you're doing it in a group. Then do whatever who's instructing you told you what to do. Okay? And wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love. Okay? Let's try it from the top with the chorus. Joy, unspeakable joy, and overflowing well, no tongue can tell. Joy, unspeakable joy, rises in my soul and never lets me go. Okay, now verse 3, he rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love. Okay? And now you've learned everything you need. So practice as many times as you need to. And I can't wait to see you in the next video where we're going to go through the whole song top to bottom. Looking forward to it. See you then. Bye. If you liked today's video, please click like. It gives me the encouragement I need to make more. Also, don't forget to subscribe. That way you'll miss no future songs. And lastly, share Sign Language Worship on Facebook. Find a friend to learn sign with. That way you're both more likely to stick with it. See you later.